Hey everyone, I'm going live. We're going to do a quick draw. So we've got a full moon lunar eclipse coming up for us this weekend. So let's see what that's going to mean for all of us. This is on, I believe, May 5th. So a full moon always shines a flashlight on anything that we need to really pay attention to. Hey everyone, how are you? Hold on. That we have to pay attention to, whatever it is that we need to purge, deal with, that needs to be dealt with in order for us to grow. So the lunar eclipse is in the sign of Scorpio. So a very watery energy. So let's see what this is all about. So we're going to first start with our Aries and move all the way through the zodiac through to Pisces. And we're going to use the wisdom of the oracle to first start off the reading, and then we'll follow it up with a tarot. Now I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot today and the Wisdom of the Oracle to let Baron read. So as always, please take what works, leave what doesn't. So let's begin with my Aries. Let's see if there's a card that wants to come out for you. Aries. We have this card of flexible and it's reversed. So I'm feeling like there's an energy around you that's being a little bit inflexible. And if it's being a little inflexible, why? All right, maybe is it you not wanting to give in? Is it you not wanting to bend? But let's see what this energy is all about. In the bottom of the deck, we do have breathe. So, I'm kind of feeling, Aries, that there's a situation that's come up that, you just don't want to bend and give with, but it's also causing a lot of anxiety and stress in your inflexibility, or maybe it's somebody you're dealing with who is being inflexible. But let's see what is going on according to the tarot for all of you. All right, let's see. All right, first card out is the Four of Swords. So there is this real need for something to settle down is what I'm feeling. So when we have, this Four of Swords here, it's kind of an energy of, really not knowing how to deal with something that has been very painful. A situation that just happened, because this always seems to follow the Three of Swords. Whatever it was, it really kind of hit you really deep. And it's important that you get some rest, all right? So regardless of what's going on in your world, it's really important that you find the time that you need to take in order to recharge your batteries. Three of Wands. I think there's something you're really wanting to happen as well, and it didn't happen. So I think there's a lot of energy around an upset, and I think it has to do with two energies. One that wanted to do something one way, and the other person not wanting to compromise or give. And the result is I feel as if something that you really wanted to happen didn't happen, and it's left you, feeling a little unhappy and a little unsettled. So let's pull in one more card out, Judgment. So I feel as if there's going to be like a second chance, or almost a revisitation to this situation to see, how can we fix this so that I feel better, because you feel really, really left out, hurt, unsettled. Because it's almost as if this is something you really, really wanted and you didn't get it, and it's due to, two opposing forces. So I think this full moon lunar eclipse, I keep wanting to say new moon, but it's this full moon. I think a lot is going to come to light on this particular situation, this thing that you have been really trying to manifest and bring towards you. So I think it will be, revived, and you're going to have to look at it again. But, make sure that you get some real rest, all right? Because, go towards another situation that you've already been through, and it really wore you out, to have to reapproach it. You just really want to be as strong and as clear as you can. All right, so, and be flexible, all right? Because here, this card of being flexible upside down, that's inflexible, so you really have to know when to bend. All right, Aries, I feel like that's a real important message for you. Okay, let's turn to our Taurus now. All right, Taurus, what's going on for this full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio? So let's see what's going on for all of my Taurians out there. Really grateful to all of you tuning in, being a part of my channel. Really appreciate you all. Yeah, so let's see what's going on for my Taurus. All right, Taurus, what's going on for my Taurus? Grateful, thankful for the energies of Taurus. I have to tell you, it started feeling really warm out again. You know, today we kind of backstepped, but all right, Taurus, let's see. Time to go, reversed and blessed. So there's a situation that you are not wanting to let go of. You know, it's almost as if you feel like, you know, you don't want to let this go, but to hang on to it, it's holding you back. And I feel as if, you know, the blessing will be in letting go, not in holding on to something. So we're going to have to see what's that about. The bottom of the deck, we do have soulmates. So I feel like this is about hanging on to a relationship that, you know it's time to let it go, but you're not letting it go. So let's see what that is all about for you. Not sure what's going on with my internet. I hope you guys are, I'm clear and I'm not sputtering out. All right, are you ready, Taurus? Let's see what's going on. And your first card out is that of the Queen of Wands. A really great energy because it's a very confident, very charismatic, very creative, very intelligent, very intuitive. This is your energy, a really great vibe that you've got going on here. And then we have the Three of Cups coming up. Even better. So, you know, you might be spending some time, you know, in the next week or so, you know, with, you know, maybe your best friends or your sisters. I mean, here we have all women, you know, so I feel as if you may be getting together with a group of women, really enjoying yourself among them. Maybe, you know, there's some women getting together to celebrate you. You know, but whatever it is, I feel as if, you know, you're going to have a really, really great time. And here we do see this full moon. Now, it may be one of these things where you might have to take a journey in order to get to this place, but I think you're ready for it. I mean, we have the Chariot card here come up. So I like this energy for you because I feel as if you need this, all right? I feel like you really need this energy around you because you need to somehow get out of your head over this situation that's really kind of holding you back. All right, so yeah, here we do have coming up the Two of Pentacles reversed to the Two of Cups reversed. So, you know, it's really time. You know, you can't pretend anymore that this is the ideal relationship that you really want. You know, I mean, is this really what you want? Because these two cards tell me no. You know, I mean, this is, you know, an energy of not having the kind of connection you want with somebody. This is about somebody being really disconnected and you're trying to make it work, but the truth is, you know, it's just not happening. You know, so for some of you, maybe, you know, what will happen that will actually kind of get you out of this is a move. You know, maybe you have to take a move, go somewhere and find a job elsewhere. I just feel as if you've got to make a big move to kind of get you out of this energy of trying to hang on to somebody you really need to let go of, especially if you have moved already. All right, so if you've already moved, you know, and you're still trying to hang on to this person, I think it's really time, you know, that you start to look at why you're hanging on to this energy that you know is not really good for you. I mean, the connection is already gone. So I feel as if this is going to be really a focal point for you coming into the next week. All right, Taurus? So that's what I've got for you. So let's move on to who's next. Next we have our Gemini. All right, Gemini, you ready? Oh, let's go back to the Oracle deck. All right, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs are Gemini. Let's see what energies are coming through for this full moon lunar eclipse that happens to be in Scorpio. Let's see what's going on for all my Gemini. It's really funny. My iPad here is just like not responding. I don't know what's going on. All right, are you ready? Ooh, Gemini, first comes out. We have two cards come out for you, Gemini. We have this female, feminine energy, two milk and honey coming up reversed. So, you may be involved with somebody who I think that together you thought you were really going to make, something happen where, you would have everything you ever wanted. To me, this is like the Ten of Pentacles, the land of milk and honey, where everything you want and dreamed of, you have. But because it comes up reversed, I feel as if there's some conflict between you and your person. And here we do have at the bottom of the deck mending card coming up reversed. So, and I feel as if there's a real upset between you and your partner. And this could be a work situation because we are talking about milk and honey. But it doesn't have to be. The fact that there's a real rift here, between this energy. All right. So it could be a female energy that you're having some kind of an issue with. Let's take a look at it and just see. All right. Oh, whoa. Did you see that? Those cards just went crazy. All right, Gemini, are you ready? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs. Gemini, what's going on for the energies of this full moon lunar eclipse? I feel like there's a cycle ending, Gemini. And maybe this whole rift is just part of this cycle that's really ending between you and your partner. And I keep saying partner because I'm just not sure to what capacity. I'm not picking up an intimate relationship, so this is why I'm saying partner. So the first card out does come out the moon card reversed. So when the moon card comes out reversed, things that have been hidden start to come to the surface. So maybe there's just a lot has come to the surface, and here the Three of Swords. I feel like a lot came up and some of it was very hurtful. All right, Gemini, and in this energy coming up and just kind of really taking you really down. I mean, I just really feel like you really feel betrayed on some level. But here with this Three of Swords reversed, it is telling me that you are ready to heal. You are ready to move on. You are ready to, really kind of, see what you can do to kind of pick up the pieces and move on, especially if there is no fixing this. And, here with this mending card, maybe this is one of these kind of situations that right now it can't be fixed, maybe down the road, but right now, no. The next card we do have here is the Five of Swords. And, we do see that there's these people here, one's not wanting to see what you're about to do. So I feel as if, there was a lot of, I want to say contention around some kind of a decision. And, and it blew up. I just feel like whatever it was, it blew up. All right, Gemini. And now we have the Four of Wands reversed to the Five of Wands. To the Two of Wands. Yeah, I just feel as if something really blew up, all right? And it really kind of shut the door on a situation that could have been a really good thing, all right? And then we have the Two of Wands coming up reversed. So I feel as if, there's, maybe we can make this work, maybe we can't. But for right now, I feel as if, we have two fives here. And, this Five of Wands comes up reversed. It's like, if you guys are going to mend anything, you each have to hear each other. All right. You have to listen to one person and the other person has to stop and give you the space to listen. Because if not, this will never be resolved. And I feel like that's where you're going to be at this point for this energy. That this situation is going to probably come up and either you try to fix it. And if you are going to fix it, just remember, you need to be heard as much as that person needs to be heard in order to come to some kind of resolution. All right, so that's what I see coming up for you, Gemini. So now let's move on to my Cancers. Let's see. All right, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Let's see what the Oracle has to say to all of my Cancers at this time. Really grateful to your energy, what you bring to the table, being a part of my channel. And if you like the reading, please hit that like button. All right, so let's see what's going on for my Cancers, for the energy of this full moon. Oh, you got the same thing. Oh, maybe Gemini, you're dealing with the same person, but these two snapped out, So we have this feminine energy again, a disconnect. Now, keep in mind that when the full moon comes up, it shines a flashlight on a situation that needs to be or wants to be resolved. So the fact that this came out twice is, kind of telling me that there's some issues that we have that we need to fix before we can move on. And this Scorpio full moon is really going to try to, have us deal with some of these things that we don't want to deal with. The bottom of the deck, we do have the never ending story. So I feel as if, this is, a situation that maybe, you've been trying to fix for a while. With this never ending story, it just seems like it doesn't seem to give or it doesn't seem to change. But my feeling is right now with these energies, the fact it's coming up in your reading, Cancer, is going to tell me that it's time for this to change. All right, whatever the situation is. And this could be you, if you are a female, and you are finding that you're just not getting along with people, maybe there's something that you have to look at. There's a pattern that's building that you need to look at as to why you're not getting along with all these people. But let's see what the tarot has to say for you, all right, Cancer? Grateful, thankful for the energies for my Cancers today. All right, Cancer, your first card out is that of the Seven of Cups reversed. So there's a part of you that feels like you just don't have any choices, and in not having any choices, you don't know how to move forward. So I feel like, this is one of these energies that's wanting to tell you that, you do have options. You don't think you do, but you really do. So let's see what that's all about. Okay. So the next card we have is the Hierophant reverse. So yeah, this is about finding options that are more in line with who you are, not with just kind of going along with the crowd. Because when we have the Hierophant reversed, this is about being a true free spirit, about being who you really are, not about conforming to what anybody says or wants. So, you feeling like you don't have what the permission to be who you are. I mean, I feel as if just being who you are gives you a lot of different options, and that's what you need to be looking at. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles coming up. So, here we have two sevens. So I feel as if there's this energy around you that's very, kind of asking you to kind of tap into your own inner self and guidance and see what you can really produce. Because here with the Seven of Pentacles, this is about putting an energy into something that you can make happen with patience and, just kind of taking your time. I think you can start to see that, you will quickly probably be able to, pull from this. So if you can do what you always wanted to do, I feel as if you feel like you could really manifest the best of both worlds. And then we have the King of Wands coming up to the Seven of Wands. So we've got three sevens. So, I mean, listen, Cancer, this is about, can you ground this energy of who and what it is that you want to be down into reality? Because that's what the Seven of Cups says. It says, let's pick something and ground it into this reality. And the fact that you have the Seven of Pentacles and it came up upright, it's just like, if you pick something, we're going to help you ground it down. And then we have the Seven of Wands and it comes up upside down and it's just like, yeah, but I'm not real sure. Is it really going to really happen, or can I make this happen? I mean, you've got to be your own best, advocate here. So I feel as if, you have everything that you need. You have all the tools. The fact he's pointing to the world, the global thing, maybe you want to get online. Maybe you want to do some, YouTube yourself. Maybe you're on TikTok. Maybe you're on Instagram, all these different places. That maybe what it is that you do by just being you, being you online, you might be able to really make something happen. So I feel as if you have to be really okay with not doing things by the book, but doing things the way you do things. So I think you're going to learn this over the next few days or few weeks, that if the more authentic you are, the more successful you are. And when you're doing what you love to do, then you're really happy. So I feel as if, the important thing is that you have the ability to really choose whatever it is that you want to bring down into this earth, and really manifest it, you can do this. And you can do this now. And, seriously, if you want to do something that's on a big grand scale, I mean, this is the entrepreneur. This is the guy who's going to make it happen, and the fact that you come up like this as your energy, I really want to encourage you, to do what it is that you've to be you. All right, Cancer? So that's what I got for you. And I feel like, that'll make you feel much better. All right. All right, let's move on to my Leo. Sorry about the beeping that's going on. They're fixing the road and they asked if they could park their big rig in my parking lot. My driveway. So it's a beeping. All right, let's see what's going on. We are moving on to my Leos. All right, Leo, you ready? Let's see what's going on for this full moon. You're at a crossroads, Leo. Some of you are. Whether you realize it or not, I feel like there's going to be a real shift in your direction here soon. But let's see what that's all about. Oh, the card that wants to stay out is Imagine. So I feel as if, it's almost as if it's asking you, and then we have Go the Distance. Imagine interruptions. Imagine if you could do whatever you wanted to do, Leo. Just imagine. You could do whatever it is you wanted. That would be incredible. I mean, don't you think that would be just totally incredible? Just think. Imagine. Because whatever it is that you imagine, I feel like with the bottom of this deck, it's saying you can take it as far as you want to take it. You can go the distance with it. So this is really asking you to really dig deep. What is it, Leo, that you really want? And then imagine it and then make it happen. Because I feel as if you have this real spark of imagination that could really, turn into something really big and important. It just will really, I want to say take care of you, whatever that is. So let's now turn to the tarot. Let's see what's going on for my Leos. Grateful, thankful for the energies for all of my Leos. Let's see what's going on, dear Leo. All right, your first card out is the Three of Swords. So there's been some heartbreak here. I mean, I think, some of you are writing about it, journaling, which is really healthy. But I feel as if this is really an energy of, you really feeling some deep pain. And it could be involving somebody who really hurt you. This person has a lot of power, a lot of control. So I feel as if you were really hurt by this Emperor who comes in reversed. I never like the Emperor reversed because this is somebody who has a lot of power, has a lot of control, and really can kind of manipulate the energy around you. So I feel like this person has hurt you, Leo, and here we come up with the Devil. So I mean, they were very toxic, really, really toxic. So the fact that this has happened and you're feeling really bad, I think it's an opportunity for you to really see this situation, and do something about it, because I feel like it's being shown to you like this person is really controlling, this person's very manipulative, this person has a real hold on you, and they're not good for you. It's like they've got, they're trapped their arms around you and they're really holding you onto a short leash. So I don't like this energy. And here we have the Empress. I mean, this is, divine energy here, because we have both the Emperor and the Empress. But look how he makes you feel. I mean, he just like totally like destabilizes, it makes you feel very insecure, because, it's the energy of a narcissist. All right. I'm just going to say it just as I feel it. This is somebody who manipulates your feelings, so that they feel like they have a lot more power, a lot of ego with this Emperor. But Page of Swords, it's time for you to really stand up and speak your truth. It's just like you need to have the ability to move forward and, have a fresh new, lease on your own life. So some of you, I feel like may want to go to school, and they may not like that you go to school. Why? Because it's going to make empower you. This person doesn't want you to have the kind of power, but you are the empress. Did you not forget that? You're the empress. So, regardless of what they want to do, it's time for you to really step up and do what it is that you want to do. If you want to go back to school, go back to school. If you want to get a certification in Reiki, go ahead, do that. Regardless of what he says, I feel as if you are ready to manifest what it is that you want to come towards you, not what this person wants. So, you might, be looking at that, under the energy of this full moon lunar eclipse, because it is about really, let's see if we can disconnect from the energies that aren't good for us. And I feel like this energy is just not good for you. All right. Even though, when you first got together and you probably look really great together, and, this is your match. When we have the Emperor and the Empress, this is like, that twin flame. But in a twin flame relationship, there's a runner and a chaser. So it's just like, you come together to learn lessons, and they're really, really hard because eventually one person learns the lesson and the other one doesn't. And then, when the other one finally learns the lesson, and you come together again, maybe, possibly, then you have to face this next mirror. So anyway, Leo, I just feel as if you've got to hold your ground with this person in this relationship. And you have to imagine your life the way you want it. All right? Not the way someone else wants it. That was an intense reading for you, Leo. All right, let's move on to my Virgos. All right? 2641. All right, Virgo. Are you ready? We're going to do your reading for the energies. Really grateful, thankful for the messages that come through the oracle. Really grateful for all my Virgos. In this life, I want you to just keep in mind the balance of give and take. All right, that's what's coming through for you, Virgo. What is the even balance of give and take in your life, with it? And this can be, relationships, or how you are in work. Are you the one that works twice as hard, and works through lunch and all of this kind of stuff? This is about the give and take, or do you take what is rightfully yours, in order to maintain balance? So that just kind of came through as I was shuffling these cards. So you have a number of cards coming out for you. So let's look at them, because the oracle wants to talk. All right, there's a lot of chaos and conflict that I feel like you are not, I want to say, you really are not wanting to look at, because here we have never-ending story, and you have your back toward it. So it's like you don't really want to face the chaos and all of this stuff that's going on in your life. And something has to change, because we have a change in the wind coming up reversed. So I feel as if, this is one of those things, you don't know how to change it. You don't know how to fix it. It's just constant. And so in comes, dun, 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 a blessing in disguise. So just when you feel like you're down and out and left alone, I feel as if something comes in and just kind of saves the day for you. So, I mean, this chaos, this conflict, I think it's time for you to really face what it is that's really in front of you. Not what you want to see, but what is truly in front of you. And again, I feel as if, you are looking here with this happy, happy card reversed. What is it that is keeping you from your happiness? Is it the unfair give and take between this situation where, you feel as if you're almost taken advantage of? So think about that. All right. All right, Virgo, let's move on to the tarot and see what messages the tarot has to say to all of my Virgo. Grateful, thankful for the energies for my Virgo for this full moon lunar eclipse that's about to happen. All right, your first card out, Virgo, is the King of Swords. So I feel as if, this is an energy of really kind of putting things in order. Sometimes the King of Swords can be a lawyer, a professor, somebody in authority type of energy. And I feel as if maybe you go see somebody and kind of gain guidance, because, he's pointing at something in this book. Maybe they're kind of like helping you out by telling you what you can and cannot do. all right, in a situation. So let's see what that's about. We have the Five of Wands here, so I feel as if, this is one of those things that you are really tired in a relationship of not being heard. I feel as if, this is one of these things where, you're in a relationship with someone, and there's a lot of conflict that comes up, and I think the conflict comes up because one, you're not being heard, or the other person is not being heard, and two, there's this imbalance of the give and take that I was picking up earlier. So we do have the Eight of Pentacles coming out. So I do like that energy because that's about really working to try to make something happen. All right. So, with this Eight of Pentacles in this scenario, I'm just feeling like you can actually turn things around. Now, for someone else out there, I have to tell you very strongly, it wouldn't surprise me if you meet somebody. Right, because we have this Knight of Cups and we have the Two of Cups and we have you at work. So, if you work in a store, maybe, somebody sees you at work and meets you at work and they want to ask you out, or, I just feel like something happens in the workplace where, you may actually meet somebody. So, love is in the air if you're after it, Virgo. All right? And don't forget the even give and take, all right? It's really important. All right, let's move on to my Libras. All right, let's see, Libra, 3123. All right, Libras, let's see what's going on. Grateful, thankful to all of you and for the energies as we move on here. Hey, we got a few people in the chat. Hi, you guys, how are you? Nice to have you here. All right, let's see what's going on for my Libras. Grateful, thankful for the energies of Libra at this time. All right, Libras, what's going on? Oh, all right, this one came flying out. A change in the wind coming up reverse. So I feel as if there's about to be a big shift. Whether you are aware of it or not, I do feel that it is coming. So let's see, what else do we have? Unfinished Symphony, Deep Knowing, and To the Sea. So I feel like this change that's about to come your way, it's about pointing you towards your true north, all right? Because I feel like some of you Libras may have strayed a little bit, and here we have Unfinished Symphony. So I feel as if it's time to, kind of wrap things up and pull yourself together and kind of find your true north again. Because again, I'm feeling like you've lost yourself. All right, you've just really lost yourself in some situation, or I don't know, just wants you to get back on track. So let's see what it is. Your unfinished symphony, there's something that you need to finish before you can move on, and it could be something you are avoiding, but it's probably the main thing that you need to be doing right now. All right, Libra, so let's see what is going on for all of you today. Grateful, thankful to your energies, and if you like the reading, hit that like button. All right, Ace of Swords. So something might be delayed, or it has been delayed, or you may have been deceived by a situation. So let's see what's going on. We have the Eight, we have the Strength card, and the Knight of Swords. So I feel as if somebody may have deceived you, okay? And I say that because we have this Knight of Swords and we have the Ace of Swords. And I feel as if somebody is trying to not tell you what really is going on. And here you are, I think you know better. I think they're going to tell you whatever they want you to know, so that you don't get upset. So there is a situation that you are dealing with that could be a little contentious. So let's see what's happening. But then we have the Knight of Wands comes up with the Chariot. Whatever this situation is, because I feel as if, when you find out that this person has been, really defensive and they've been lying and you caught them in a lie or something like that, I feel as if it frees you up because it's what you needed to learn. Sometimes this is not a mistake to find your person with someone else or to find out that they said they were at work and they weren't at work. But I feel, what it does is, everybody moves on. They move on, you move on, even though you don't know which way to go. I just feel as if this is that change that wants to happen because I feel like you're in a connection that is not healthy, especially if you're with somebody who keeps telling you lies, who's deceiving you. It's just like, how can you ever trust this person? but you want to trust them, so you keep hanging on to it, so I'm feeling like, this is truly one of those blessings in disguise. So, think of whatever it is that you learn, because again, a full moon is like a flashlight, and it kind of brings down, and highlights a situation that wants to be dealt with. And now that we have this lunar eclipse in Scorpio, it's going to make you look at things that are not going to be good for you, especially emotionally. So if this connection has been really taxing, and I do feel as if, there's been a lot of, arguing, and, just a lot of, everybody talking over people, that kind of thing, just so that you can avoid really dealing with the true issue, which is, this person probably isn't the right person for you, but you hang on to them, because, you don't want to believe that this tornado is really ever going to come with this person. But I feel like, eventually that tornado, kind of hits you from behind. And, so don't be caught in that situation, especially when you know that this is wanting to change. Oh, we got another card. Yeah, in order for you to really, go more in a direction that's true to you. All right, Libra, so that's what I've got for you. No, you have to wait. I'm doing a reading. It's time for my dog to eat, so she really wants to eat. All right, let's move on to Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What's going on, Scorpio? Grateful, thankful. The energies for Scorpio. What's going on for all my Scorpios? Says the Oracle of 3636. I gotta remember to do the time check. All right, let's see what's going on for my Scorpios. Scorpio. What's going on for my Scorpio? Oh, there's your card. Oh, 2 cards. So we have Clean It Up and Loyal Heart. So, you may be dealing with somebody where you're at that point. Regeneration. It also flipped up. Bottom of the deck, we have breathe. I feel like whoever you are dealing with or the situation, it is either on their last chance. Either they clean it up or they're going to have to get out, because here we have Loyal Heart and Regeneration reversed. So it's like either you change, or this isn't going to move any farther. So I'm just feeling like there is like, this is your last chance. Or maybe they've already had their last chance. But the conversation that could go through this weekend could be about, look, I just can't keep going the way it's been going, so either something changes or we give this up. So I feel like there's almost an ultimatum that could come up for you, Scorpio. But let's see. Oh, isn't that funny? I open up to the Page of Wands to Judgment. But somebody wants a second chance with you. All right, Scorpio, they're not just going to give up. I'm feeling that, they want to have an opportunity. So I think this is where it is. Because, well, either you clean up or it's not going to happen. And I think that, honestly, when somebody needs to make a big change, Scorpio, I mean, they've got to prove themselves. They can't just say it. You know what I mean? Because they've said it before and it hasn't worked. So this time, if they really want to hang on to this relationship, I feel like they're really going to have to work for it. You can't just let them walk right back in the door just because, they said that it's all going to be different now. I think, there's some work that has to be done first. And let's see what the tarot has to say for you, Scorpio. So the first card out is the Two of Wands. So you're at a point, where you're ready to make a decision and go in another direction. And, you're really serious. I mean, this guy's really serious at looking at this card and this world in his hand. It's like, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do something else. So, and then we have the Knight of Wands. So this is, again, it's just like, if I had it my way, I would just be on my way, and I would just go away from this energy that's so volatile, just try to find myself again. So intuitively, we do have the High Priestess coming out for you, Scorpio. So I think how this is going to pan out. And I think that, they're not just going to clean up. And just because they say so doesn't mean that that's how it's going to be. But I do feel like you do make a decision and you are the one that has this new beginning. So, this will be a very telling weekend, or at least for the next week or so, because I do feel as if, based on a conversation with this person, you will know that, look, I think this is better if, we just kind of move on. All right, Scorpio. So, this is one of those things where you got to really go deep in the conversation. It can't be superficial. It's like you really want to have some real concrete answers and you want it to be sincere. So, just keep that in mind, all right? All right, so let's turn to our Sagittarians, 4029. Sagittarius. Hi, Celia. All right, let's see what's going on for my Saggies. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What's the energy? Oops, we have a couple cards. Milk and honey and chopped wood. So, these two cards together, Sagittarius, if you do the work, you will reap the rewards. You do the work, chop wood, and you will have your milk and honey. I like that. What's the bottom of the deck? Observe. But don't, here's the thing, don't get to a place where, you're missing the opportunity when it shows up. Because I just feel like, this is one of those things. Work hard, play hard, right? I mean, that's the name of the game for all of us. If we work hard, we want to know that we can really enjoy, the rewards of our work. So I'm feeling it for you, Sagittarius. So I'm really happy for you. That's a real positive energy. And here we have Ace of Pentacles. See, out of all of the signs, you are really coming out as really the most positive right now for this energy. So let's see what this energy of the full moon lunar eclipse is for all my Sagittarians. Are you ready? First card out is that of the Emperor reversed. So you may be dealing with an energy like this. All right, so yeah. So I'm getting two men. All right, so I feel as if some of you Sagittarians have been dealing with this energy of the Emperor reverse. This is somebody who's very controlling. They really like their way. But then we have the Four of Swords reverse. This person leaves you very unsettled. It's almost as if you don't even like it when they come around. And you know that, like when somebody opens the door and you're like, oh man, and I feel like this person is like that. It's just like whenever they show up, you are just so unsettled, and your intuition is really on point, because you just don't trust this person, you don't like this person, you don't like their energy. So, I feel as if there's something that's kind of nagging at you that says, why don't you do this? Rather than follow the lead of an emperor that you just really just can't stand when they walk in the door, why don't you start your own company? Why don't you do your own business? And then you can have your cake and you can eat it too, and you can have everything your way. And I feel as if this intuition here, the high priestess is kind of like knocking on your door saying, hey, you have other options. You don't have to work for this jerk. You have options. What do you want to do? Let's make it happen. So, and again, we saw that if you do the work, you're going to reap the rewards. So there's success just sitting there in front of you, Sagittarius. So it's up to you how you want to get it. You can have it by working for someone else, or you can have it by working for yourself. And I feel as if this is kind of saying, do it yourself. Why should you work for someone else and not feel good and not have all the riches and rewards, or when you can work and you can have it all? So I feel as if Two of Wands, I mean, you sit on the fence as whether you should do this, because this is about a decision. If we turn this over, this guy's holding the world in his hands, I mean, and here we have the Seven of Cups. You have a lot of options. So don't think that this is it, now's the time that and I'm not saying quit your job, but start working towards what it is you really want to do, so that you can walk away from your job and be in a really good position. Because it's almost as if the universe, see, here we have Chariot, you want to leave anyway, but how do you leave without throwing the baby out with the bathwater? I mean, that's the whole key, right? So I think you're ready to move on and do your own thing. So good for you. Really good for you. All right, let's move on to my Capricorns. Capricorn, 4440. Let's see, Capricorn. Can you feel my dog's eyes on you? No, sit down. Sit. All right. Grateful, thankful for the messages from my Capricorns. We're almost done. Really. Grateful, thankful for the messages from my Capricorns. What's going on? You too need to fix an energy with someone. You're the third sign that's come up with this need to kind of mend a situation. Maybe you're dealing with those other signs. I don't remember what they were. But yeah, mending is in order. And go the distance. And I feel as if, for some of you Capricorns, some of you may actually reach out to somebody one more time to see whether or not something can be resolved or fixed. So keep that in mind with what's going on with this full moon. All right, let's see what's going on for all my Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for the energy of this full moon, lunar eclipse in Scorpio. All right, let's see. Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is an interesting card. Here we see someone being really backed up against this tree with no other options but to go with what she's got in her hand. It's all I've got left. So a lot of times, some readers may look at this as, the card of the wounded warrior, having been around the block, having done everything and tried everything, but I feel as if there is something that you are hanging on to that you could really make work, all right? The next card we have here is the Page of Swords. So I feel as if, if you are determined, you can really make this happen. But whatever it is that you need to make work, Capricorn, some of you may need to go to school. Here we do have some books on the ground. Maybe you need to go back and, just kind of hone in on some skills or whatever. I feel like you're really ready for it, and I think you know exactly what it is that you want to do because you've tried everything, but this one you've got in your hand, this one works. This one has potential. All right, and the next card we have here is the Page of Cups. Don't be afraid, for this to happen. All right, because that Page of Cups, this is also a fresh new direction and something in the creative arts. So don't feel like, you don't have what it takes. I do feel like you do, and here we have the Hierophant. I feel like you're being led. If you are, prone to, maybe you want to go back to school, to teach meditation or yoga or something of that nature, you've got to know that you've got the skills, you've been there, you've done that, but you've got to walk away from whatever it is that's keeping you from moving forward, all right? Because I do feel as if, everything that you want to do, you can do. But there's something holding you back. And this Eight of Cups is saying, just let it go. It's not worth it to hang on to this anymore, because now, you're at that point where you almost have no choice. You're backed up into a tree. You've got to figure something out. And I feel as if you know exactly what it is that you need to do. Nine of Pentacles. And if you do it, you're going to find yourself very solid, very stable, very independent, feeling really good. And here you are really reaping the rewards of you having made this real decision to stick with it and make something work. And you know what it is, all right? You've done it before, okay? You've done it. This is the Nine of Wands, is that throwing that spaghetti up and seeing which one is going to stick to the ceiling. You know which one will stick. That's the one that you need to really develop. All right, so good reading for you too, Capricorn. All right, let's move on to my Aquarians. 48, 31. All right, Aquas. Let's see what's going on. Aquarians. All right, dear Oracle deck, we are coming towards the end of my reading here. So we want to tune into all of my Aquarians and see what is the energy, the message for my Aquarians for this full moon lunar eclipse. What's going to happen for all my Aquas? Full moon lunar eclipse. Whoop. All right, we have new life. So some of you guys are waiting to embark in a new direction because look how unsettled you are. So if you're not happy with the way your life is right now, you're the one that has to change it. All right, so we're looking at this energy going in. All right, so maybe this, full moon will finally look at your life and say, what is it about my life I don't like? And let's change it. Do you not like that you have to get up at 6 every morning? Well, what can we do so that you don't have to get up at 6 anymore? Change your schedule around. Maybe, if you're going to go into work, maybe you can go in a little later so that you can get up at 7. You feel much better. What can we do to help Aquarius turn their life around so that they're happier in it and they can embrace life rather than feel like life is, I want to say, suffocating you. All right, let's see. First card out is Temperance. I like this because this is divine energy. This is like bringing harmony. This is about bringing balance. Everything in moderation. It's just everything will happen. And I feel as if this is a divine energy that is working to help you build a new life. One that is happy, one that is healthy, one that, you feel safe in. All right, and the next card we have here is the Hanged Man coming up reversed. I feel as if, this is an energy of, this confusion that you're feeling of, I don't know what to do to change my life around. The Hanged Man is really asking you to take the time to just sit with these energies and see what makes me happy and what's not making me happy. The Hanged Man is about perspective. So I feel as if it's really important for you to gain some perspective. And then we have the High Priest coming up reversed. But here's the thing, all right? We always, on some level, know the changes we need to make. Intuitively, we know what we are supposed to do and what we need to do so that we are happier, so that we feel good in the morning. So I feel as if, this is your energy right now. It's like, Aquarius, what you need to do. And then we have the Knight of Cups coming up reversed. So, anything that is around you, because I don't like this energy, because this is telling me there's somebody in your field who, is very selfish. All right. And I feel as if their intentions towards you aren't what you really would like. And I think you know this. I think you know that this person truly doesn't want a commitment with you. They just want to have the fun, but they don't want the responsibility of a relationship. This is the kind of energy that this is wanting you to look at. It wants you to look at what and who and where is making you so unhappy, and are they keeping you from really living your life to the fullest? This is what this flashlight of the full moon wants to shine down on you. And it wants you to really deal with anything that is not really good for you and what's keeping you from your highest good, Aquarius, which is your happiness. All right, so that's what I got for you. Now, last but not least, we are going to turn to our Pisces. Pisces, what's going on for my Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Pisces, what's going on for all my Pisces at this time? Wow, you too have the Mending card coming up, but I'm not going to pull it. That one came straight up. So I feel as if there's been a situation recently that you might have fixed with someone, which is really nice, Then we have Milk and Honey coming up reverse. So don't go spending your money, before you really have it. Because I feel as if when this Milk and Honey comes up, it's almost as if, if you do any kind of emotional type of spending, shopping, like instead of like to make you feel better, you go shopping and you buy things. Just don't go shopping and buy anything that you're going to regret later on, because I feel as if, you're really going to hear it. We have Message in a Bottle, Co-Create, and then we have Milk and Honey. Now, the other thing I feel like with this is saying that you might receive a message, in regards to someone that you work with or you partner up with. And there could be some bad news when it comes to finances. So there may be some truths about really how the business is being handled and run. Round and Round comes up reverse. So I feel as if something is coming up to kind of break a cycle that is just not healthy between you and someone that you work with. All right, let's turn our attention to the tarot. Let's see what's going on for all of my Pisces. Grateful, thankful for the energies of my Pisces. All right, Pisces, first card out is the Three of Pentacles coming up reversed. And again, we have this energy and this theme about, you not working very well with somebody. There's just a situation, I feel as if, whatever it is, it's going to bring it to an end. We have the Ten of Swords here. So I think, this is one of those things where somebody got away with something long enough, and now, there's no turning back. And, I am picking up, it could be about money, where, somebody might have been misled. Always look at the statements, it's just like those are sent to you as a business, and as partners, everybody should always have access to the books. But I feel as if there was a trust, and this trust kind of backfired. And I think there were too many people involved in the situation as well, because here I have the Five of Wands, and we have all these people, so I feel like there was a lot of things that kind of led to the downfall of whatever it is that is happening now. But the final outcome, I feel as if it'll give you a fresh new start. All right. So whatever is meant to fall, let it fall, because I feel as something better. Look at you. You're so much happier now. All right. Because it's almost like, oh, I'm so glad that's all over with. So whatever it was a heavy burden, and it was just something that I think was starting to get even more difficult as time went on. So the fact that whatever information it is that comes out in regards to the business or whatever, it really kind of opens up a door for you to have a fresh opportunity in a direction that is more in line with you, because it's almost like the end of this, what's done is done, but that sun is shining, and I feel as if you walk right towards that sun, and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to do what I do, and I'm going to really have a good time. And this very creative energy, this guy's painting, maybe you're very talented Pisces, and it wouldn't surprise me if you are. So if you have a talent, a gift, or something, Pisces, tap into that, because I feel as if, that will be, more, how can have more longevity than trying to make something work that ended up becoming just a chaotic mess. All right, so that's what I've got for you guys for this quick draw for this week. Please take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in this story. And if you like the reading, just hit that like button. Really, really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys all at another reading. I do my shorts every day. And let's see. And yeah, I've got this week's pretty much almost all the signs up for this week. I've got another round tomorrow. Who am I doing tomorrow? I'm doing Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So yeah, tune in for that and hit that like button. And I'll see you all later. Bye now.